Okay, so today, and probably for maybe the next couple of weeks, I'm going to pull some of the words out of the actual book. So you guys can kind of see what's in it and why, you know. Okay, so I'm going to deal with religion, because I know we've, for a couple of weeks here in our congregation, we've been dealing with this whole idea of love and hate. And what we think about love and hate is really, really tied to religion, or what we believe. Correct? Right? And so a lot of that is based in what we've been taught within our society or community. So one of the things that is brought out in the book, and it's on the screen in front of you and hidden in plain sight, is that a society's law is their religion. And the reason why we make this claim is because the word religion, as we understand it today, is very, very much foreign to how people, the ancients and our ancestors, view religion. Law and religion were the same. Your law is your religion. And so when we go through this particular lifestyle as Hebrews, it's not religion in the sense of a way that you feel or a set of beliefs that somebody has put together. It's a lifestyle. And so your lifestyle then dictates how you portray what you believe. You can't believe one thing and do something else. And so in Torah, you have a thing called da'at, right? And that is the word for law. So it's dalet tav. And it literally has to do, almost like Passover, it's the door, right, or the opening of the covenant. It's how you get into the covenant, right? So it's the rules that allow you to participate in the covenant. And once you've agreed to participate in that covenant or been welcomed into it, then the part that shows how you're carrying it out is your halakha, is your walk, how you carry it out. So you're in this particular covenant, but then what shows that you're in this particular covenant is how you walk it out. And so constant in scripture, Yah is calling us back to the ancient path. There's not a new path. There's not a new way. There's no new philosophy. There's no new age religion. None of that exists. So getting on a new path in the New Testament would then be foreign to our ancestors. They only know the ancient path. They only know that way. And so what you're doing is you're constantly walking in that way. When you deviate from that way, then you find that old trodden out path. You go, oh yeah, that one. And you get back on it. There's no like, okay, we're just going to tread out a new one. And this new one over here, it looks kind of similar, but I can't find that old one. And I didn't really like it because, you know, it kept bringing me back around to the same things over and over again. I want to experience something a little different, so I'm going to make this one. Well, then you would have two different paths, right? And the one that most people are going to choose is the one that's broad, which means I can choose how I walk. But no, the covenant dictates how a person walks. So in Hidden in Plain Sight, we talk about the origin of religion. And so we talk about the definitions and how the people who are writing scripture, and then the people who later on, even the Greeks who went back, and even the Latins, the people, not the Latins, but people who spoke Latin, they went back, they understood what religion was. And so even in their minds, they were talking about how you carried it out. It's not until recently did religion become this ambiguous term that could be used for whatever you want. So now, if I really, really like Beyonce, then it's religious, right? So they call her, what do they call her? Queen Bee, and they're like bejesus. You know, you got all these things because if I like something a lot, or if I'm really, really convicted about it, then it can be religious for me. But there's no law, right? So a society's law then can become their religion, or it is their religion, right? So you have this country where if you are invested in how this country thinks and how they carry out their laws, then that is what governs your walk. So that is what you're mirroring. If your law is that I keep all the feasts of this country and I keep all of them, even though they're tied in to my church, then guess what? Your church is also governed by the law of its society. Because the society's law should never be matched with Yah's law unless the society is following Yah's law. So if your law is matched with Christianity and Christianity participates in paganism, then your law is pagan. That makes your religion pagan, right? Okay. So one of the things we look that's brought out, and this is where we'll leave off. Man is not born into a religion, but you are born into a society. So you have to choose between your society and your society's laws and the law of the Father. It's a choice that every person is faced with. But where you get duped, I guess, kind of with living in America, is that America says it's a country founded on Christian or biblical principles. Right. So automatically you choose the law or the religion of the country because you think the religion of the country is concurrent with the religion of the Bible. But it's not until you actually read the Bible that you find out that the religion of your country or the law of your country does not run concurrent with the Bible. Right? So you're not born with your religion. Just because you're born in a particular place, you don't say, I've always done it like this, so that makes it right. No, when you become an adult, then you choose what is closest to what Yah has laid forth. Right?